Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 11 of the Adventures in Novus podcast. We are so stoked to see all the downloads come in from you guys. We have so many, it's impossible for them all to be from my mother. Thanks to everyone who has followed and liked us on YouTube and all the other stuff. As always, all of our socials are in the notes, and let's just get into it. Starting with a recap from Travis.
Our plan in place. We began the takedown of the Forsaken hideout. We cleared out some orphans, and Anders, after many repeated strikes, fell to Rufio's blades. But Crick was able to stave off his permanent death. Finally, in the end, Rufio fell to Crick and his well-timed spear attack. That is where we find our heroes.
A lot has happened. How does everyone feel?
Unconscious.
Yeah.
Crick feels like strongest man alive, perhaps strongest man ever lived.
Travis is kind of, questioning things right now. Because he's just seen Anders, the pillar of strength that he always was. He's seen him just now fall before his eyes. But, our fearless leader, Crick, of course, has pulled through. And I think Travis is just questioning things because he hasn't found that bloodlust, that killer instinct yet. And he's scared that his adventuring days are kind of going to be over quick because he wanted to be this grand adventurer and go on all these stories and tales. But he's worried for the future right now, I think, in the moment anyway.
That's because technically you're kind of still a newbie as an adventurer, and the other two are definitely more experienced, and it seems to show. It is the 12th of Gosra, the 5th day of the journey, and 2 days left until the expected Calamian patrol. I kind of imagine this scene we're returning to being that inevitable scene in every war movie where a bomb or grenade went off, and then there's that eeeeee sound in the background. Everything kind of slows down. There's just carnage everywhere, blood on the walls, blood on the floor. The hideout has been torn apart with chairs and tables overturned, arrows in the wall, arrows in the dead orphans everywhere. A bartender with Jaeger bombs and other drinks available for whoever was going to win the fight, cowering in the corner. Other bodies on the ground, lifeless, and one of them is Anders, who is 1 point away from full death. That's it. Make a new character. Bye-bye. Maybe even a new person. Travis is screaming, "Anders, get up!" And Anders is lying face down, lifeless, eyes open, ready to meet his father. The symbol of a chroma slowly appearing before him. Rufio is face down, bleeding on the ground. Crick, with his arms cheering, dagger in one hand, spear in the other, just in the zone, happy with his amazing display of spear fighting. Travolta hair bouncing up and down, scars glistening with sweat just all over him from his muddy attack. The original orphan from the beginning of the fight that was guarding the door wakes up, shakes his head, looks at everything that has happened inside, and makes a break for it. So, you have an empty hideout, except for a bartender. You have Anders on the ground. Anders, in your unconscious state, you have a vision with a green shield and a golden tree inside the shield. And in the center of that shield is a shadowy figure that can be seen with the light of the symbol behind it.
Make a choice. Wear the pendant. Restore the order. Restore Crestlandia. Embrace my power.
And the shadow starts to fade into the symbol, and you just see blackness.
It can't be. You're not real. My mind's playing tricks on me. No.
So what's your plan here, boys? You're in the hideout. It's a scene of carnage. You guys left yourself a lot of time for that patrol to, it's at least another 50 minutes before they come back.
Yep.
And the battle actually wasn't too long. Each round is 6 seconds long. So really that battle all really happened in a couple minutes. And you got to make some choices, though. You can't linger. What do you do?
I do one of the shots.
I don't understand your words.
Jaeger bomb.
Oh.
Don't let them go to waste, right?
Yeah, he's poured these shots for the victor of the battle.
So you go up to the bar, and there's Jaeger shots at the ready. He poured them in the battle. And you see a bartender cowering just behind the bar. He's just curled up in a little ball. And you take a shot off the bar.
I do want
Jaeger bomb.
yeah, that's to steady my nerves. Actually, I think for real, Travis would need a shot right there.
Yeah, you feel great.
Travis, maybe not the right time for this, but hurry. We must loot these bodies and move on. And I want to go to Rufio's body and check what he's got.
So you guys want to loot. Crick wants to check Rufio, but let's just get this all done real quick. If you guys want to roll a perception check, we'll do all the loot and what's in the room combined for the first floor.
19.
19 for Travis.
Yeah, 13.
Okay.
And I assume I am not perceiving.
And yeah, you are in La La Land.
You can roll for fun.
Just for funsies.
It's minus 40, whatever you roll.
All right. Oh, 19.
Oh,
It's only minus 21?
you roll well when you're unconscious.
Yes. That's the trick, it seems.
Yeah. So throughout the room, there's like poker happening. There's like some money on the table, and there's like scattered things about, and then there's the dead bodies. So all told, we'll do Rufio by himself because that's fun. He had 40 gold coins. He had a black pearl, which is worth a lot, and he had some other gems, as well as 2+1 scimitars. Scimitars? The rest, all combined from the bodies and the room, is 46 gold, 210 silver, 240 copper, a scroll of burning hands, a potion of keen senses, a potion of shield of faith, scroll of charm person, and a potion of endure elements. If you don't know what they do, look them up. We're not going to explain it. So now you have the first floor covered, bartender cowering still, shots available. What do you do?
Yeah, Mr. Bartender, here, and I slip him a gold out of all of the nonsense.
Yep.
You're very good there. Just you keep quiet and stay there. This is for you. Now, don't move. Just wait for us to leave.
He's very compliant. He takes the gold and he just cowers and he's just nodding. Like
Very good.
fast.
You've done well. Now, Travis, we should go. Actually, Mr. Bartender, you're going to come with us. So just come upstairs for a moment.
I have to come?
Just walk up the stairs. It's not a problem.
Why? Just let me cower.
Have to come.
Roll diplomacy. Or intimidation. What do you want to try to do?
Diplomacy. Oh, I don't have diplomacy. Intimidate. 13.
Oh, can I just stay here?
Yeah. Fine, I don't care. Just sit down.
Yeah.
And then let's go upstairs.
Yeah.
Travis, come quick. We must go check in, and we must get Anders out of here.
All right, leaving Anders on the ground with a bartender in the corner. Who knows what's going to happen when they're gone? I do, but they don't. So you walk up the rickety stairs, keeping in mind that the dogs didn't really come in this battle.
I'm conscious of that.
And you turn the corner, and through the makeshift door that Rufio had to his office, you see 2 dogs dead, bleeding out.
Okay, perception then?
Yeah, so you move apart the door and you take a look inside.
Okay, 19.
So you see 2 dead dogs and a big tengu feather on the table of Rufio.
Okay, cool.
I think we should take this feather away from here. This is good.
Okay, now I'd like to search the room.
Okay, how are you going to search the room? Are you going to take 10?
No.
20?
We wish to roll and check the room.
Okay, so you want to do a deep investigation of the room. That's 2 more perception checks.
Yep.
14.
23.
23 and a 14. But with a 14, you do find in the drawers of Rufio's desk a book. And with a quick scan, it appears to be a ledger. You obviously don't have time probably to read it now. So you just put that in your pouch. And Travis is really looking around like the floorboards, around the bottom of the desk. And
Travis has been here before. He knows this room. So he knows.
you kind of had a plan where something might be beforehand. When you start tapping the floor with your foot, and you kind of find this hollow.
Oh.
And you remove the floorboard, and you find a small chest.
Ooh.
What do you do?
Check for traps. You dingus. That'd be an 18 for traps.
So you see that there's a lot of fine wires. A glint of sunlight comes through the broken ceiling and exposed a very thin wire. In fact, multiple wires in a crisscross pattern guarding the chest, which is in the floor.
Do you mean like where it's sitting, or to open it, it's guarded by...
I mean, he took off the floorboard, and underneath the floorboard,
There's a bunch of wires
those
in the-
wires
Yeah,
that
okay.
he would have inevitably touched if he just went right for the chest.
Okay. So I'm able to either open the chest or remove the chest around these now that I know they're there? Or is it I have to disable them, I think, to get to it?
You have to disable that.
Perhaps I can try this.
I pointed at the Crick. Hey, Crick.
A little nervous, but maybe you just leave the room. Yes.
Okay, I'll go check on Anders. I'll get him ready to go.
Is there anything? You find anything else in here?
No, just what you found and what's in the floor here.
Okay. Pray for Creek.
Do you have a potion or something that can help?
Bomb squad crick.
Yeah, you just get.
Well, we just got a potion of keen senses. Is that going to help? Probably not.
No.
No.
I think it helps with perception. I think.
Okay.
Okay. So Travis is downstairs. So first thing, I would like to grab one of these dogs
Yeah,
and throw
yeah.
towards the hole.
They're big dogs. What's your strength?
10.
Oh, you could probably lift a dog.
I'm as strong as regular man.
Yeah. So, and it's not. Yeah, you can just kind of take your time, lift up this dog, and drop it in the hole.
Yes.
Yeah. So you drop this dead dog in the hole,
Better than an orphan.
and as soon as its head goes through the strings, a bunch of darts go and just stick into the dog's head, and it's just got this like ring of darts surrounding its head.
Hey, grab dog and slide out of the way.
Yeah.
I pet him. Nice job, dog.
Can you take those darts and reuse them for something?
No.
You can't take them.
They've administered
Maybe,
their
but not for
effect.
me. It's not. So.
Darts are cheap.
Is it clearly disabled at this stage? Like, is it done, or is there still like
It
something?
appears to be.
Okay, I wish to try a disable device just in case.
All right, you're just gonna disable device on the chest.
No, on these wires.
Oh, on the wires. Okay, yeah.
16.
16. So you take a look, and you definitely know that this trap has spent all of its darts.
Okay, so this is disabled. I dig around through my thief tools. I wish to attempt to open this chest.
Okay.
Is it locked, first of all?
It is locked.
And Rufio no have any key, no?
No. He appeared not to have a key.
Very strange man.
Yeah.
Okay, I wish to attempt to open.
Yep.
Woohoo! 23.
Oh. So you stick your thieves' tools in the lock, and you're like, all right. Pops right open.
I can't believe this opened. It's the first time I've ever done right. And no one here to see me.
Yeah.
Okay. What's in this chest?
A cloud of gas, you go blind.
You go blind.
I can't
You,
remember.
you try to blind him. So
you so much.
You open the lid after unlocking the chest. And not a cloud of gas, but
Gasp.
a bunch of copper. In fact, more than you could probably count right away. Seems to be from all the collections that Rufio has been doing.
Ah.
And also, curled up on top of the copper is a wound up scroll.
What is this scroll? I take a quick look. I don't wish to.
Detect magic, or?
No, I don't wish to do this.
You untie the string that is holding the scroll rolled up, and you unroll it to discover a makeshift map. And in the map, you can see a zoomed-in Trader's Haven with 3 locations of note right away. And the 3 points of note are in the lower Adavan Forest above Trader's Haven, and each one is labeled Calamian Hideout.
Ooh,
Spicy.
it's okay. I grab this chest and shut it down. I put the scroll away on my person and carry this chest.
On the way out on the table, you see the key for the chest. You get to the
The table that we were looking at,
That's hilarious.
The room that we
that we
searched?
both searched first beforehand.
It was the same color as the table.
I find this DM is the worst DM.
You get to the first floor with the cowering bartender and the unconscious Anders.
I've already been picking Anders up because I've been down there for
Yeah.
2 shakes of a lamb's tail.
So you got Anders' arm around your neck, and you're kind of...
Yeah, I'm kind of either a fireman carry or just
Yeah.
kind of hoist him up.
You can lift him, right? You got how much strength?
14.
Yeah, you can lift Anders.
Yeah.
And so your pockets are full of gold, and your shoulders are full of your unconscious companion. What do you do?
I think we should go back to our inn.
Andrew's gurgles.
That's not a good sign.
Yeah, so we were thinking about this, I guess, in between, but we were saying that it makes more sense as opposed to bringing Anders right directly to the Knights of Abadar again, because if anybody's watching us, they might make that connection. So we didn't want to sort of draw any of those conclusions, and plus Anders made the contact and the contract with them. So we were going to get Anders to safety, let him heal up, and then go back with a conscious Anders.
So if you bring them to the Guarian compound, isn't that the same thing?
As implicating them? No, but they've already seen us there. So they would have already had those implications.
Everyone who's seen you is dead. Except for a couple orphans.
Yeah. Because my other option is take him to Alfie's place, to the little hideout we have there. Do I feel that I could get in there without being seen by anyone else? At this point, is it close enough?
Why don't you peek outside and do a perception check?
I will peek outside without Anders on my person. Oh no, 9.
14.
Better.
14. So the fight has evacuated this part of town. No one wanted to be a part of it, implicated with it, or anything. However, there is an old lady standing about 20 feet away from the door, and you see her, Travis. And that was the lady who you helped with the 3 silver on the collection.
The one where I made a show of saying that,
Yeah.
I have it? Okay.
She's making a hurried motion.
She's waving us on?
Yeah, and she's saying, "Go now."
Okay.
Like towards her or away?
Just like to run now, basically.
Yeah.
Giving you the all clear.
Okay. Yeah, I'll motion her. Could be like, hey, I think it's time to go.
Yes, I believe you are correct. Let's get out of here.
And I think that the Alfie's hideout is closer, so I'm gonna lead us there.
Yeah. En route to Alfie's hideout, you encounter no interruption.
Okay. Thank you. 7 more dogs.
Yeah. No, you guys did it fast, and that was the time to go.
I'm really glad you made friends with that Birdman.
Yeah.
That seems those dogs probably would have just murdered us.
Yeah.
So yay.
Well, there's always a benefit to doing good, right? Like
We are
could have
good.
easily killed him, and that would have made things more difficult. Or you could have been mean along the way. There's a lot of things, but
And that's the thing that I think Travis is realizing right now, that sort of he saw the path that sticking with the Forsaken and sort of playing along with that was going to lead to. It's just more death, more strife, like everything. It's going to be awful for everybody. So I think he's going to distance himself from that as much as possible now, especially because he's severed all these ties.
exactly.
So yeah, no, it's good to have friends and it's good to have a good party. So
From alley to alley, you guys have managed to find Alfie's secret hideout, a place Travis will never forget, and he opens the curtain and brings in the unconscious Anders, and Crick follows. You guys are safe in the hideout. What do you do?
Anders gurgles.
Hey, stop doing that.
It is early afternoon as well,
Yeah.
so it's not morning anymore. It's early afternoon.
Travis, perhaps you could stay guard with the young Anders here while I go back to Witch Lady. Unless you have something we need to do. I just feel like he's going to need some rest.
I can kind of lick my wounds too. Do you have any more healing spells, anything left for the day that maybe you could keep him away from death and make him arise a little bit earlier, maybe?
I have a scroll, but I don't wish to use it.
Yeah.
It won't wake him up. It won't. It's not enough.
Okay. I'll stand guard. I'll make sure Anders is safe then. And
Oh, we have this wound. But again, do we want to be awake now? Best not to do just yet.
okay, yeah.
He needs sleep first.
We'll see how he's doing in the morning, and we'll go try to see the knights there.
Travis, here, you take all these things that I found. Oh, by the way, I found this. I opened this chest. There's a map in here.
Oh.
Perhaps you know these places. I don't know the forest all that well.
Oh yeah. These places aren't far away from Trader's Haven. Even they're just here. We could investigate these in the next few days, maybe.
We should perhaps go early tomorrow, I think.
Yeah. Well, let's talk to the knights first, and then we'll be on our way.
Sure. You make plan. I go for day, or part of day anyway. You be here.
Yeah. I'll watch over Anders, make sure he's fine, and I'll get to the book and see what's in there.
All right.
The ledger and see if there's anything that matches with anything or...
Yeah, so Travis is going to stay behind with the unconscious Anders in his unconscious elevator of sorts, where he is once again unable to do anything, as is tradition, with the actor who plays Anders, known as Mike. So you're just in an elevator right now, and you'll push like the 14th floor, and the whole thing lights up. And you just go floor by floor by floor by floor with the door never opening.
Yeah.
And you're just trapped in your own madness right now.
One of my many elevator adventures.
Yeah, exactly.
Hi, I'm Mike. You might remember me from other elevator adventures, such as the grease puddle.
So we have Crick, who wants to leave and do another witch visit, his second visit to learn... What are you doing again with the witch?
I train a new fit.
And training a new feat with the witch, which takes 4 visits. So this is going to be his second visit. How are you going through town?
I wish to attempt to be sneaky, but not that sneaky.
Okay, so you can roll a stealth check as you go from the hideout to the witch's hut at the north end of Trader's Haven.
10.
So 10. So you slick your hair back.
Staying alive comes on.
You dart your eyes around. You kind of try to stay to the walls, and you start making your way to the witch's hut. Make a perception check.
15.
15. You make it to the witch's hut, but you have a feeling like someone was watching you in like the last half of the journey that you were going there.
Okay.
Every time you turned around, you couldn't quite see who was watching you, but you swear the hairs would stand on the back of your neck, and you turn around and there's no one there. And you've reached the gate to the witch's house.
Okay, I go in, I don't know.
The door's locked. No. So you just open the door and walk right into the witch's house.
Yes.
And Elsmeranda Defronia is sitting at the table, patiently waiting for you. I was expecting you, of course.
Yes, okay. Hello.
Come, sit down, dearie. It's time for your next lesson.
Ah, yes, excellent. Straight to the point. Perhaps you should know, I believe somebody followed me part of way here, and don't know why, but just so you know.
That is not unexpected in these parts, dearie. That is very common. They saw you on your first visit, they saw you on your second visit, and they saw you on this visit.
Okay. You know best, lady.
Hi, Crick.
Oh, hello. Very nice, young lady. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too.
Thank you. I've done my best to forget things. Perhaps we finish today, yes?
Oh, there be more lessons than today, but now that you have forgotten, that is good. But now it is time. As you have learned to forget, to embrace the darkness and just listen. Let the world slow down. A sacrifice has to be made. And you see her raven kind of go, and then it is the raven who is talking. And you see colors emerge from the raven's mouth, and the colors come out and surround you. You hear in your mind,
Embrace the words and take them as your own. Keep thinking slower. Slow down. With this wisdom, you will learn your new skill.
yes, that's good. Embrace the darkness. You realize that outside the sun is setting, and you have no idea how much time has just passed.
Whoa.
Claire is asleep in the bed.
I thought they just got here. No?
That is the power of the darkness, dearie. It was a long lesson today.
Okay. Good day.
Yeah, get out. It's time for me to sleep. It's late. I'm an old lady.
Well, thank you very much. Come back another time. Okay, bye.
Yes, go.
Get up and start heading out.
Yeah.
Is there just the one entrance to this door? Or this
Yep.
place? Okay, that's fine. I'll try to, when I leave, I want to try to sneak away again.
Okay, so you want to poke outside the door and maybe do a perception check?
Yeah, sure. Ooh, mighty 9.
In the late day sun, you don't see anything of note.
Where this is, where is the witch's hut? Is it like
It's like,
edge of town type thing?
yeah,
Forested?
it's a couple hundred meters into the lower Adavan forest from the northern part of Trader's Haven.
In the shunned district.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, actually, before I go, I want to do a bit of a ritual first outside her house with my misc.
Absolutely.
I just wanted to be one with the earth again. So I do my usual I create water and make my ritual with it.
All right, so 14 days until the mask dies again. Got it?
And then start heading off. And where is the inn in location, like, compared to where...
So you're middle north, and the inn of the Tooth and Claw for the Guarian people is in the eastern section of town, northeastern. It's actually not too far from where you are.
Okay.
But the hideout is actually quite far. You have to cross the slums
Yeah.
because it is close to the middle district where the mayor's house is.
Sure. I just want to go to the Tooth and Claw first, just as if I was going there.
Okay.
And then from there, I want to try to do a sneak to get away from the inn, like go in and then like sneak out another door if I can. And to go back to...
Unless you were going to check in with Akimbo there and let him know what's going on.
Well, he can do that too, but essentially he just wants to walk openly to the Tooth and Claw and do his sneak check from the...
You know what?
or
Actually, that's
even
fine.
stay there.
I'll go there and just grab Akimbo. How about?
Yeah, well, yeah, that can be the plan. Sure. So, yeah, you can easily just have your walk and go to the Guarian compound at the northeastern part of town. It doesn't take you very long. Roll a perception.
Ooh, 20.
You see a little head poke out from behind a barrel as you're walking, and you see the face of a young child.
I knew it was one of those orphans.
But just as fast as you see him, he sees that you see him, and he darts away.
Okay. That's fine. I still go
Yep.
to get akimbo.
So you've made it to the Guarian compound. The guards let you in. They know who you are. You make your way to the Tooth and Claw. And as the sun is coming down, you can be sure that Akimbo is in there. And he is, having a drink.
Hey, Mr. Akimbo, good to see you. We've had a very eventful day. But right in this moment, I'm going to be needing your bodyguard services to get back to the slums. Poor Anders has been badly beaten, and I've saved his life, of course. But Travis looks after him for now, but it's very dangerous. There's people follow me, these stupid children, but they're not the ones that are to worry about. It's more their master, you see.
It seems like you've been through a lot.
Yes, it was a very trying day.
It's tough. I want to protect you. But to protect you, I would have to follow you. And if you have been seen committing these crimes, I will be associated with you.
No. No crimes. I don't know what you're saying crimes for. I don't commit crime.
Well, what did you explain to him?
Exactly what I told you.
Yeah.
I say Anders has been hurt,
Yeah.
and I saved the day. Plus, young Travis, he's been right now, he's looking after Anders in a hideout in slums. I need your help for bodyguard. Otherwise, what you here for? I don't know.
Well, who killed Anders?
No one killed Anders. I saved Anders. Anders alive.
Yeah. I assume there's a crime, because why else would Anders be unconscious?
Anders drinks lots of beers and he gets in fight. He lose fight. I win fight for all of us. Listen, they will tell you the rest of the story once we get there. But for now, come.
Roll a bluff check.
This not bluff.
Oh my god.
10.
You are covered in blood and shaking a bit. I feel like you also went through a long experience.
Yes, I go see which lady after. I spent whole day after this. Look, it's dark. We do these things morning. Now we go. Listen, if you're no good for even this one thing, you just stay here. I go. Maybe I get murdered.
Let me ask you one thing. Will helping you get me closer to the princess?
Yes, of course. We must help Anders, and then tomorrow we go searching. I find map, and there's hideouts of Kellam and Kellam evilness, and we must go find them. But to do this, we need to get Anders.
Okay, well, I cannot be seen doing this with you. So there's only one option.
Yes, I agree. One option. So we go?
We will get a disguise.
Hey, funny hit?
Anything that's not a grass skirt.
Okay. Where do we get? You have this?
Yes, I have this.
Excellent. We do this then. This first good thing. We friends. This good.
I'm still nervous, but I will get the clothes. He gets up, leaves. 5 minutes later, he comes back in a full tux. 3-piece suit. Just immaculate.
Oh, you
Yeah.
look very nice. I never seen you like this before.
He's got a top hat and a little cane.
I especially like Ken.
I sound like this now. I've changed my voice as well.
Yes, I see very big difference.
He's a new man.
All right, let us go. Will you be changing as well?
You have another tux for me?
I do.
Okay. I happily go and change into a tux.
Are they orange and powder blue?
My mask, because to be very disguised, like I hang it on my back.
Yeah.
I like that while you've been going to the witch for training, Akimbo's been going to finishing school.
Right?
And acting classes.
Cut back to Travis,
Nice.
who has been going through the ledgers for the last couple hours. Every once in a while, Anders will whisper,
I'll gurgle. What am I whispering? My throat was cut,
I
wasn't
just
it?
feel like you
No.
haven't talked a lot.
I
just
thought
wanted
I
to
was
get you
bleeding out.
involved.
No, that was Rufio.
Oh, was it
Yeah.
Rufio?
I just wanted to get you involved. I feel like you haven't talked a lot.
Yeah, I gurgle. Anders gurgles.
Yeah. And you just think, oh, Anders. Just like Anders.
Yeah.
And through the ledger, you see the routes that you took, along with many other routes, and they all have different prices. So you clearly did the most expensive routes for him, but he's got lots of cheap ones around town. And you also see some very suspicious trading going on in the area of the Paladins of Abadar, as if there's some sort of funny business going on. You can't quite make it out. It's all kind of written in some haphazard code, but the routes show that they're in the territory of the Paladins of Abadar, which is very suspicious.
I knew those bastards couldn't be trusted.
Well, Trader's Haven is a town where money is above everything, and that includes loyalty. And that's mostly what you get out of there.
Okay.
So now maybe we have to be careful with what we say to these Knights of Abadar.
Yeah, I can obviously, I'll point this out later, but there's nobody to talk to right now.
Yes, sure.
Cut back to the men in black walking back from the Guarian compound as...
I picture Dumb and Dumber. Like
Dumb and Dumber,
the orange and the powder blue suits. The tuxes, right? Where they
Complete with the sword fight.
yeah. Nice set of Hooters you got there.
And Akimbo's walking down the street, spinning his cane in one hand. And Crick is walking to staying alive.
Awesome.
And so Akimbo and Crick will roll a disguise check to see how well they're pulling it off.
You guys could
Natural 1 for a 3.
Natural 1 for a 3, and the disguise kit's plus 10, so 13. I guess leaving the shield on your back didn't really pay off.
You guys could disguise me like
mask.
Weekend at Bernie's style.
Right? That's what we'll do with you once we get back. We'll drag you back.
Put sunglasses on.
Akimbo, on the other hand, got a 29.
Nice.
Yeah, everyone's just like, who is that guy? God, he looks sharp. Never seen him before. And you will roll a perception.
20.
20. Kimbo did not roll well at all. He is focused on his character. And you don't notice anyone watching you.
Excellent.
You make it back to the hideout. And Travis sees two strapping men enter the hideout.
Who's that with you, Crick?
Oh, he's disguised so well. You see, Kimbo.
Akimbo?
This is him.
I have changed my voice, though.
That's what it
I
is.
did not mean to shock you.
It's the voice. Oh, it gets me every time.
Did you find anything with MIPS?
Well, the maps are good. I mean, we can explore these areas, but I found something in this book that is a bit concerning, and we'll have to discuss it with Anders to make him aware of it when we get up. But and I'll fill Akimbo in now too on kind of what's going on or what's happened, and I'll fill Crick in now too with the Knights of Abadar business, the shady routes through their area, and yeah, because they normally wouldn't go through those areas, so.
Like the thieves are going through those areas?
Yeah, to my understanding, that's what you were saying, right? There's something weird about they're going through the Knights of Abadar districts or areas.
You notice collections in the areas occupied by the Paladins of Abadar. Although they were written, it wasn't like Cleric Serensei collected 100 gold. It was like PBR QW, this location.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so as I'm explaining all this, I'm gonna try to bring Crick in and be like, hey, Crick, can you make anything of this this writing, this jumbleness in there?
Okay.
Like
What do you mean? I take a look.
I was thinking can we do like a linguistics to figure out the code or something like that, or?
Yes.
You can certainly always try.
22.
So with a 22, you definitely notice that it is not a common pattern. It is not an easy pattern. You'd essentially need like a key to kind of figure out this pattern, or a lot of time.
Okay.
But it is crackable, but it's not something that's easy.
Okay. Perhaps I keep this. I'm not quite sure just yet, but I wish to look more.
Yeah, I've got all I can out of it. I'll keep the map, and we'll be able to explore that on the morrow.
Okay. For tonight, we stay here or go back to inn? What you think?
Did it feel safe out there? Should we try to get back to the
Yeah,
compound?
somebody definitely watch us. But small children for the thieves.
Okay, well, if we feel safe here, it's probably better that we camp out here, because trying to drag Anders through the street is gonna draw some eyes.
Elevator.
14th floor.
Is there space here for us to rest?
Yeah, it's a cramped dugout area, really, but like you can all just sprawl out on the floor, no problem. There's not much to be said. There's kind of like a bucket in the corner and this makeshift table with one chair.
Thank you, Akimbo, for taking us here with your mighty claws.
We must find the princess.
Yes.
I took the risk. I trust you guys, but princess must be the priority. Our time draws near.
Agreed, yes. Perhaps tomorrow we go to these places on map, yes?
Yeah, I want to explore maybe the closest one, or if somebody has a feeling about one of these, maybe Kimbo, you've heard something that might indicate a direction we can head in. But otherwise, we'll just have to pick one.
Well, first we should see these paladins.
Oh yeah, let's talk to the knights, but let's be a little maybe tight-lipped with what we divulge to what we know or where we're heading, because maybe if they know about things.
I believe we just tell them to pay us, yes?
Yeah, collect the money. Yeah.
I will follow your lead.
Excellent. We rest.
So you guys are winding down for the night, and you will all do your normal nighttime routines and fall asleep. To wake up to the 13th of Gosra, the 6th day of the journey, and 1 day left until the expected Calamian patrol.
Dun, dun, dun.
So I'm at -9 right now.
So yeah, you've gained 4 hit points from your con and your level.
I gurgle slightly more legibly.
Yeah, it's a little bit more healthy, you know? A little bit less spit comes out.
I feel slightly better.
Almost like a snore. So what do you guys do?
After regain spells for my morning, I wish to heal Anders.
So what are you going to use to heal Anders?
Spell, Cure Light Wounds.
All right.
You gain 6 hit points.
Oh, -4. Almost legible.
-3, actually.
My bad.
And I wish to cast one more time. 6 hit points.
Oh, and Anders wakes up to a jolt.
Where was I? Who's here?
Anders, it is I. Once again, I have saved your life.
Oh, Crick. Bless your heart.
Yes, you died. Very nearly, anyway.
Certainly seems that way.
Yeah, we got out. Crick got him. We're here. We're hiding in Alfie's hideout, and Kimbo's here, and Crick's here, and I'm here, and we're safe for now.
Please tell me. I didn't piss myself, did I?
No, I pissed on you, but that's because
That's a true friend.
That's
That's a true friend.
I think you're okay for one time. Perhaps because you didn't get blackout drunk, you know?
My head does feel a little clearer.
How are you feeling?
Right, my head feels actually a little clearer than normal. Yeah, it was quite the dream I had. I don't know, it's in some sort of shiny metal box with weird shiny lights. I could hear Travis. He was there, and yeah, some other things I'd rather not talk about. But yeah, I'm here. I'm very grateful for your aid, and I feel ashamed to have fallen in combat like that. It won't happen again.
Nah, this is okay. As long as you protect us, like you did,
I'll do my
we
best.
succeed.
yeah, your sacrifices.
Besides, we success.
Yeah, we'll all stay here. And we found a map. We got a lead on some possible locations for this hideout. So we thought we'd go explore one today once we go talk to the knights, if you're up for that.
Also, we should get paid by paladins.
Right, yes. Those Knights of Abadar blokes.
Oh, yeah. And I'll explain to Anders about what I found in the ledger, too, in terms of, like, there might be some... I don't know what we saw, like commingling between the Forsaken.
Fishy.
Yeah. There's something fishy going on with them, too. And
I had a feeling that there wasn't something quite right with those money-grubbing, shiny, the golden hair-colored fancy lads. Now I know.
So, yeah, so just be careful what you say, and obviously we'll be a little mindful of what they say.
Yes, I believe, like I said before, we just go there, we get paid, we live. We don't need them. Not
Yes.
right now.
Right, yes. Well, especially in this condition.
Perhaps they heal you, but we see.
Behind Anders and Crick, you see Akimbo. He's already back in his three-piece suit. And in his side pocket, he pulls out a flask and he offers it to you. You look like you need this.
Oh, Akimbo, yes. Well, thank you. Aren't you looking rather fancy with your roast meat clothes on? I'm certainly grateful for your aid as well. Perhaps I've judged you a little harshly.
You have, and I do look great. Thank you.
Starting to like Akimbo more.
Do you take the flask?
Yeah, yes, I will gratefully accept the flask. I feel we can trust Akimbo well enough.
Yeah. It's not poisoned.
Is it booze?
Yeah.
It's just water.
Yeah.
No.
Water out the abdomen.
Akimbo, yes. You know me well.
And then Kimbo just starts laughing. Ha, ha, ha. Because this is a practical joke.
So what's the plan? We're straight off to the Paladin compound?
Yes.
Yep.
How are we approaching this journey?
Anders,
Carefully.
you have low hit points still, yes?
Yes,
I do
3 hit points.
One more heal. Oh, 10 hit points.
Oh,
Very
there we go.
fancy. All right.
Much more better.
Excellent.
No more.
I feel robust.
You feel even more invigorated as some wounds close and turn into yet more scars for you.
Add them to the pile.
Yeah.
And like as we're on the walk there, I'm like describing how my perfect lunge with the spear, which was anything but perfect, but I don't know, that's how Rick sees it.
I believe it, Crick. You're a right hero.
So you guys are just walking there?
Yep.
All right.
We got to get paid.
So the three of you can make a perception check.
6. I'm too involved in my story.
23.
oh, 12.
Akimbo and Anders, both with 23s, see another orphan peek behind a wall, lock eye and eye with them, and once again they disappear like right away into an alley and God knows where.
He locks eyes with both of us. One of his eyes just
Split.
Lazy eye.
like Keith on that trip.
Yeah.
We should name this orphan Keith.
He hasn't paid on the Patreon yet. He's gonna make him pay for
You
it.
know he will.
Yeah, no, he's already said he's going to. He wants to name a PC and a town. As you approach the compound that is run by the Paladins of Abadar, you see the giant golden key grow larger and larger. You reach the walls with the main gate with 2 impressive paladins, both standing guard. You easily enter the compound and head for the church. Once you enter the church, for the first time, Crick and Travis notice the grand tapestry, the fresco of Abadar himself, behind the altar at the back with rows and rows of pews also facing it. Abadar is in the form of a human, and he has dark hair, and he's wearing a golden breastplate. And you can see the picture is shimmering.
Very pretty. Very nice.
You guys can see a small lineup, and at the beginning of that lineup is a priest, and he is taking either donations or conversation, or he is blessing whatever someone needs in line, as is a typical day for him. I assume you guys get in line?
Yes. Anders, do we need to wait for these people, or is there somebody you came for?
So yeah, Anders kind of peeks his head out and tries to flag the
You look for the guy
Yeah.
you want to look for the guy you talked with last
He
time.
recognizes the guy that.
Let's roll a perception check.
All right, see if I can find him. 23.
Nice.
With a 23, you see the guy who you had talked to previously in the corner reading a book, probably praying.
Lads, this way. There's our bloke.
Excellent. Let's go.
You approach the gentleman and you
Slit his throat.
Cast all the magics.
roll for initiative.
No, coup de grace. He's
He's reading.
Yeah, now you got 100 cards.
Dang.
I've come to discuss our business.
What news do you have for me?
The job is done. We're here for our payment.
I can kind of flash one of the Rufio's scimitars.
Quiet down. That's very nice.
Well, I told you I wanted to discuss business. Do you have an office or not?
Obviously, I have an office. Very important here. He just kind of ushers you behind.
Crick takes note.
Yeah.
He's like, very important man. He speaks like important man. I accept.
And he kind of ushers you into this like office that he's got off to the side. And inside you see like exotic animals stuffed everywhere, relics from like God knows where, just like the bounties of an awful church run by money. And he sits at his bejeweled desk.
Jewel.
Yeah.
Jazzled.
Bedazzled. Uncut jams. And it's very overwhelming. And he motions you in. He takes his seat at his bejeweled chair. And you guys stand around his desk, and he says, "Let me see the swords."
I'll put down or take out the scimitars.
Yeah, and he picks one up, and he goes, "Yes, this is definitely one of Rufio's. You did nice. Did you find any information in the hideout?"
We didn't discuss anything about information. Now, if me and my associates maybe have some information, that's outside of the original scope of our contract. So, perhaps if we have something, it would be worth maybe a little extra to you.
600 gold is quite a lot, I feel, for just a bit of information.
Maybe our information is more than 600 gold worth.
Maybe 600 gold was the original price for what we did.
He kind of takes out this bag of money from underneath the table and puts it on top and just drops it down. He goes, "There's your 600 gold. But information begets information. It is up to you."
What can I give him as a clue?
I want to do a sense motive check.
Oh yeah, I can do that too, actually. Sense motive.
Sense motive versus his bluff.
9.
25.
Yeah, I knew you'd be better. I just wanted to give you the. Yeah. Crick tries, but he doesn't quite get it all. Uh-oh. DM's eyes went wide. That's either good or bad for us.
What are you trying to sense specifically? Are you trying to get a sense that he's lying, that he's greedy, that he's...
I want to know two parts of it. Yeah, first, if he's lying, because that would be the obvious part, and if he's like, being deceptive about it. But if it feels like he actually has something worthwhile, is I think what Crick's trying to do, and probably failing with only a 9. But that's definitely what I'm trying.
So, I mean, by sense motive, you can kind of gauge the depth of the value of this information to him, or I mean, like, it's like sense
You
motive.
can see if he's bluffing, that if he has any information at all. You could see that if he is being, like, suspicious. You're staring at me quite weird for a long time. And with your sense motive, You don't detect any malicious intent from him. You do detect greed.
Excuse me, perhaps I may say a little word in here. We do find some information. Do you have anything perhaps you wish to be trading with us?
Yes, I have more information.
Regarding what?
It depends what you show me. I have many informations.
You got many problems too, by the looks of it.
I have 99. But information is not one.
Owned. Well, you see, we do have some things. We know a bit more about we go for princess. You know this already. We find a bit more information about that. You have more information about princess?
I don't know where the princess is, but I do know maybe where she might be.
This perhaps a good trade.
What do you have to offer?
We find a map inside thievery hideout from thieves like Rufia.
Rufia.
Rifia.
It shows where these killing peoples should be right now. So, what you have about princess?
Calamian hideout.
We can show too, but you must give us something.
Perhaps we shall exchange maps of these hideouts and be mutually beneficial on their locations.
Indeed, this is good deal, I think.
I'll pull out mine if you pull out yours.
We whip it out. Travis, not understanding what was going on, pulls out something else.
No, Travis, no, not again.
Oh, sorry, it was the swords.
Crick, you see a flash of magic as the priest opens a drawer, pulls out a map, and presents it on the table.
Can I do a spellcraft on it?
Yeah.
16.
So, Crick, with your spellcraft, you noticed it was a spell from the School of Transmutation called Knock.
Cool.
And there are many a class that can use Knock, including Inquisitor, Medium, Mesmerist, Occultist, Psychic, or a Sorceress Wizard.
Okay. Yeah, and I pull mine out.
All right, so you guys both pull it out at the same time, and you measure each other's maps.
I see your map is as
Yeah.
big as mine.
Nice.
And he goes, "Oh, yes, yes. One I did not know of. And for you as well, one a little bit to the north." And he goes, "Take heed of this one. It is a little bit hidden."
Sorry, he's referencing the one that was new to us.
Yeah.
In what way you mean hidden? And what by mean you hidden?
It was detected that there was some sort of illusionary spell in this area. I would be mindful of this area. It's not confirmed, but it was worth noting on my map.
Okay.
The Calamians are not dumb. They don't just have a flag being like, "We're here." They're very sneaky.
Yes, these people. I think so. And I want to sketch out the spot on our map that's on his. I'm imagining he's
Yeah.
doing kind of the same thing.
Yeah. You guys are crossing maps.
Yep.
Crossing that.
Is there any more information that you guys have for me?
So I go and I give. I look at my compatriots, and I kind of especially give Anders a bit of a quizzical look, like,
Just trying to get a vibe?
yeah.
Yeah.
Just, I want to try to feel out because after what he's just said of,
Yeah.
see if we should trade more information.
I wonder what Crick's trying to get to me.
Sense motive on Crick.
Sense motive
Yeah.
on Crick.
I will sense motive as well.
18.
Okay.
I rolled a natural one for a 5.
So Travis has no idea what's going on.
I'm just looking at all the sparkly lights.
Yeah.
Everything's glowing in the room. Like, wow.
This place is
Yeah.
great.
But Anders is on point. Like, he's had like an extra long sleep. He's had very little liquor comparatively to his normal like amount. And like you said, he was clear-headed,
Very
you know,
clear,
before.
yeah.
He's kind of picking up what Crick's throwing down there. Well, I don't know what that is, but
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay. I think we should. And then kind of nodding along, like, yes, let's do this. Your name is what?
my name is Nazim, first priest of Abadar.
Oh, Nazim, very good to meet.
No, Nazim, you gotta say it with the Trader's Haven accent.
I don't think I have this accent. From far away, you see. It's very hard for me to talk words properly.
Nazim,
Nazim.
there you go.
Okay. I'm Crick. Very nice meet.
Nice to meet Crick.
Sure. We have more information to trade, I believe. It involves perhaps your friends.
Ooh, now I'm getting really excited.
What sort of information perhaps you have for us?
Yeah, maybe some coins, Nissan.
No, information.
name is-
Information.
Coins are always available, depending on the information, of course. Nazim liked the coin.
Yes, Nissan.
He's Nazim.
A fine automobile. Perhaps if there's any sponsors out there.
So Anders came from the future.
To hawk Nissan Xterras.
You can reach us at damngamingfun@gmail.com for any advertisements you want in the podcast.
It's in there, don't worry.
But if it is information you want, or money,
I
you
believe
have to
information.
decide.
Information's good. We need these things.
Perhaps some of that fancy armor.
Are you implying inside information?
Perhaps, yes.
That is quite nice.
I believe it might be very valuable to you.
Nazim sits there thinking for a second. I'm not the only one with information about the princess. There are many hands that feed Trader's Haven. Some information might be worth talking to the mayor if you have not already. He is a very powerful man in this town.
Yes, and powerful men require leverage in order for them to cooperate. So do you have any of that to assist us with?
Perhaps information against the mayor would help you get more information from him.
Yes, perhaps. If only one were to have such information.
I believe this could be good trade.
It is very spicy information.
Like the new Doritos?
Even better. Same thing kind of happens. He performs the Crick obviously notices. He's seen it before now, and it kind of expects it at this point. Another drawer, another spell. Drawer opens, and he produces another sheet of paper, but it's folded. And he has one finger on it, and he slides it towards you. The mayor is married. But these might be some women who he should not be seen around.
Mayor Quimby. I did not sleep with that broad.
Exactly like him.
Clancy!
I love The Simpsons.
Yes, I believe this could be good trade. We have an. Sorry, it was in the ledger?
In the book, yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna pull the ledger and Travis, perhaps you pull the book.
Travis,
Just do one spot though.
yeah, Travis will pull out the ledger and he's going to go to the spot where he noticed the overlap between the two sides. So I'll find that one page or the first one I find that's apparent where that is, and I'll present the book to him.
Okay. So when you present the book to him, he just kind of flicks you the paper and slides it onto your side, and he grabs the book. This is very interesting. My territory. I should be making money on this. I'm not collecting anything on. This is very valuable. I really appreciate this information. And he immediately grabs this other piece and he starts. Yes. Simple code. Idiots.
What? Hold on. What other code?
Simple decipher. Simple. Oh, I should be making way more money on this. It is a good trade. So Crick takes a look at the paper and you see names and addresses and times of regular meetings.
You know, I think this is okay. This is good trade. Very pleasure doing business. We see you another time.
Yes, get out. Get out. No more profit here. Get out.
Yeah.
Scoop up the sack.
Yeah.
And just so you know, your office looks like a pharaoh's tomb.
That's what I was going for. Thank you for the compliment. Now get out. I have Bell.
That was pretty good. Gotta say, I think we got some good stuff there.
Okay.
Yeah. Satisfying.
So you guys leave the district of the Knights of Abadar and you head east towards the Middle District. The first time in the Middle District for you guys. Roll a perception.
11.
9.
Also 11.
Oof.
What did you get? Sorry, Chris.
11.
Okay, so all terrible rolls. Everything's great. It is a slightly overcast day, but you guys don't notice anything as you walk towards the Middle District with Akimbo still flipping his cane, just loving life. And as soon as you cross into the Middle District, which doesn't really have a gate, there's just like a definite evolution of building, let's say, where everything all of a sudden gets nicer. You guys see a much higher guard presence. You see a lot of diversity in the Middle District. You see like a few tieflings around, humanoids with horns. You see some small gnomes here and about, some elves, and the rest are mostly human. There's mostly humans about. And everyone is finely dressed, especially Akimbo. You guys see a large building in the center, and you assume that right away that must be the mayor's mansion. It is a large 3-story building that is completely made out of white marble. And even though it's a little overcast, there's still some light shining through and highlighting the marble. As you get closer to the center, you notice there's less of a guard presence. It seems that like mostly they're towards the slum area to make sure that no beggars or riffraff bothers the higher class.
They're hassling Travis on the
Oh yeah, you see snobby people like all over the place. It's gross.
Yes. Rather
Yeah.
troublesome problem.
Yeah.
I look like a child.
Right.
Yeah, high scale shops with like specially made armor, and you can get like your wife's face on like the breastplate. So you continue walking through town onto the mayor's mansion. Some people giving a wink and a nod over to Akimbo, clearly flashily dressed.
I'm wearing my silken ceremonial robes too, so I look kind of fancy, except for the wooden mask.
I'm wearing my least vomit-encrusted tabard.
Yeah.
I'm Travis. No, Travis is dressed in his hide armor.
And a broken monocle that I found in the garbage.
Very sophisticated.
This is a shard of glass.
It's all jagged.
Yeah. It's a conversation piece.
Yeah. Trickle of blood going down as it rests upon your cheek.
Yeah. So you approach a large property ringed by walls with black steel bars with points on top. You go around to the front gate, and there are 2 guards, both wearing chainmail armor, and they have falchions on their weapon belts. The gate is closed. What do you do?
Can I roll a knowledge local to know if the mayor sees people or has hours or how something works here in terms of like access to the mayor?
You can try.
Ooh, that's not bad. 18.
So, as a citizen of Trader's Haven, you know that money talks. And the rules don't really matter.
I would like to have a look-see
All right?
at
Yeah.
general...
Take a perception check.
16.
So you take a suspicious glare around your surroundings.
It's very side-eyed.
Yeah. And you don't really notice too much really going on. You're in a nice area. And it's just these 2 guards in front of a gate. And inside you see a beautiful garden and some exotic creatures walking around. You see a giraffe picking at a tall tree.
Travis will just happily walk up to the guards,
Yeah.
and he'd like to be like, "Good day, gents. We'd like to have a little talk with the mayor if he's about."
The mayor isn't seeing anyone today.
Oh, you know what? I forgot. I just got to check my watch here. The equivalent of a old day timekeeper. And I pull out some gold from my pocket.
How much gold?
5 gold.
Okay. So you just kind of like fan it out in your fingers?
Yeah. And I go, oh, it's about oh, you know what? 5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock somewhere. So maybe he is here.
The mayor doesn't pay me enough anyways. Go ahead, what do I care? Takes the 5 gold, flips to his apartment. It was 4.
I wondered how they would split it.
Then they open the gates.
Sweet.
You walk through a just beautiful garden with plants you guys have definitely never seen. And there are exotic animals all about. So it's a white marble path going towards the mansion. Everything is white marble. The mansion is white marble except for a golden door with a key that goes down the center of the door and that opens in 2. And 2 more guards are at this door.
Fuck you.
Maybe I can intimidate one.
So you approach another set of guards in front of another door. What do you do?
I casually walk up with a coin in each hand, another gold,
Yeah,
and I flick one to the left, I flick one to the right,
yeah.
and just keep on walking.
They each catch a coin and they close distance in between and block you and say, the mayor isn't seeing anyone today. Thanks for the money.
Oh, sorry. Is that what that was? Sorry. Someone got caught in my pockets and I flick them another one.
Each?
Yeah?
The mayor doesn't pay me enough anyways. Go ahead. What do I care? And they
Good day, gent.
stand apart
Yeah.
and allow you to enter.
Okay, I have minus 9 gold now.
Yeah.
5 feet ahead, you see another door with 2 guards.
The guards allow you to enter, and as you push through the doors, you notice that the inside looks a lot like the outside. You enter a massive entry room with a crystal chandelier hanging from the ceiling, at least 20 feet high. Music from a harp greets you as sunlight comes through from skylights installed in the ceiling. You see fountains around, statues, plants, and weird, like, they're all in cordoned off areas with like red rope. So there'll be like a section of plants and there'll be a red rope with like a plaque. And then there'll be some fountains with some more red rope with another plaque. And there's a big path between all these sectioned off prizes. And you see at the end of the path, you see a chaise lounger and the fattest gnome you have ever seen in your life. He is in fine clothing, but it's still the clothing that is custom made for him cannot conceal his belly. And he is magically grabbing grapes from a bowl and guiding them to his mouth. The harp player is a Asimar, which is a angelic humanoid with tree branches for hair. She has jewel-toned yellow eyes and a sparkling skin color. Above her head is a golden halo. As you walk towards the mayor, you see many servants attending different plots of special areas. Some have a unique animal, some have just unique flora. And the mayor sees you and just looks like disgusted.
So he's a bloody gnome, innit?
As you get closer, you realize that the mayor is quite disgustingly fat and has nothing but a gold robe with a silver trim, and it is in a losing battle at hiding his grotesque nudity. He's half finished the platter and gives you guys a bit of a glare.
You don't like it, do you?
He takes a deep breath as he angrily says, did you get in? My gnome!
How you say, money talks, yes?
Those bastard! Gods! What do you want?
As I approach, I want to kind of recall what I've heard or what I've known about the mayor.
Yeah, you
from
can roll
later.
knowledge local.
Cool. 17.
So you know his name to be Mayor Quimby. And he has been recently established as mayor, but he has definitely made like the rich rich and the poor poor. So there's that divide. You can see from his appearance that he is reaping the benefits of his spoils. And through all the fancy stuff around this mansion that you know not to be there 2 years ago, everything seems to be going pretty good.
Well, hello, Mr. Quimby. Mayor Quimby, sorry. We don't mean to intrude and we don't want to take away from your day, but we were just in the neighborhood and we thought we'd ask about some of this information on the princess.
I believe you have some information of Princess that it's in your best interest to tell us.
Princess? I care not for squabbles about. I receive my taxes either way. Guards, where are they? How much did you pay them? I have more.
Okay, can I actually make a perception around the area? Are there any guards like in the immediate room? Like if I was to approach his chaise, would anybody stop me?
You can roll a perception check.
Let's see what's around. 18?
Yes.
With an 18, you take a look around, and you notice that the various gardeners and handlers have taken attention to what's going on. You notice the harp player has stopped playing and is looking like she might do something.
I mean, maybe it's better if we speak in a little bit private because, well, we've learned some things that you might not want the folks around here to hear. So if you're okay with them hearing, we don't mind if they stay, but maybe it's better if they're not privy to this information.
What things? He gets a little bit more intense.
Certain, indiscretions will say that maybe the missus.
Have it out, or my harp player will have you down.
You've been getting your willy wet in weird ways.
Everyone out! The harp player, the gardeners, and the various animal handlers all leave the giant room, and Mayor Quimby looks daggers at you. What do you know about my Willie?
I'll either motion to Crick to hold up the paper, or if I have it, I'll hold it up and be like,
Sure, I'll pull it out and kind of take a look. Yeah, we have some information from you about you.
His little chubby hands start reaching desperately for the paper.
How about I just read a bit? And I read him the first line. There's more.
That's 66% true.
Well, there is more, and perhaps you don't want everybody else to know.
I suppose not. What do you want?
we'd like to know all you know about anything regarding this lost Guarian princess. And don't try to give us the runaround, or my friend here is going to squish you like a blueberry.
And I really don't like gnomes, so...
It's hilarious that you think I'm defenseless.
I believe the more important part of this transaction is we have information and you don't want it going out and we don't want to give out. You just tell us because we want to save Princess and you tell us where she is, perhaps, or something you know.
I do hear things as the mayor. You give me that piece of paper and sign a contract saying, if this ever gets out, you will owe me 1,000 gold pieces each. An NDA.
I believe this can work, except for the part where if you'll give out the information or someone else does. We won't, and we can sign that we don't tell anybody. But if other people know, perhaps from people we find from, or from you find from, or you say, this is not our problem.
I have to say I respect the shit out of that. That would be something I'd do. But this not getting out is definitely more profitable for me. And to be honest, I don't give a shit about the princess. So I'll tell you what I know.
The mayor attempts to waddle his fat body more upright in his seat while making a half-assed attempt to cover up his weenus with his fine clothing. He spits out a half-chewed cherry and gets more serious.
Each time they have come with more. It is the Forsaken that has taken them out, as their uniforms are quite valuable for insider trading. This time, however, they have brought a weapon in the form of a very powerful maid. She has 10 Calamian scum following. Large numbers would attract others, and the forest alike. The mage can hide only 10.
Anders has continued to pay close attention to the gnome's wiggling fingers.
Yeah.
And is going to sense another motive
All right.
in this latest statement. 11.
Yeah, you don't notice anything but him genuinely wanting to give you information so you can leave.
So you say 10 people guard with this mage. Is this
10 scum!
10 scum?
Yeah.
What do you mean by scum?
Calamian scum.
Ah, yes.
The worshippers of the sun.
I see. Okay. And do you know where they be?
They be close.
Like right behind you? I don't know. Where's close?
No, they're not there.
Okay, Mr. Mayor, very nice. Thank you.
If you promise to leave now, I give you one more thing.
Okay.
Mayor senses motive. 22, are you going to leave?
I was speaking truthfully.
All right. The mage has one weakness. Her power comes from her mouth.
Power comes from mouth. I mean, this is all for a mage. Yes, they all speak. What this mean? Is there a way for her? Get rid of her power through mouth?
Aren't you a mage?
Somewhat, yes.
Then you should know. That's what my scouts tell me.
Well, then, thank you, good sir.
Yes, you promised.
Yes, and we be go. Come, friend.
Music!
Yeah, we head out.
Yeah,
The harp
we leave,
player returns.
yeah, we leave as they're coming back in.
Yeah.
Hey, friends, perhaps.
So you leave the way you came.
What we do with this? I don't know. We attack mouth. I mean, it sounds very dangerous.
Yeah, if we can pick her out, I mean, we can try to shut her down to help prevent it from casting any spells on anybody. And I'm still worried about the 10 guards there, 10 soldiers with her. Mm-hmm. That's we're severely outnumbered, and maybe we can convince Akimbo, of course, because this is relating to the princess.
I'm right here.
I know.
I was here the whole time.
Oh yeah, I forget you don't say much.
No.
You look so good though. The mayor didn't say anything.
I said I'd follow your lead, and I did that quite well.
I do like him more and more each day.
This is like Drax in
Yeah.
Avengers, like
Drax the Destroyer.
Yeah. I've mastered the art of camouflage. If I remain perfectly still, you cannot see me.
Okay, well, let's go to get some things, and then let's go. As we're like leaving the compound.
So, you guys want to do some shopping?
Yay!
Makeover.
All right. So with the power of the podcast, we will pause and do some shopping, and we'll tell you about it.
So after our shopping trip, we've done a bit of shopping. Now that we're in this nice district and everything, Travis has decided to buy an upgrade for his bow, because before he was just using a regular longbow. But now Travis is going to be wielding a masterwork composite longbow with a strength modifier of +2. Ooh. So it's not a +2 to hit and a +2 damage, but it is going to be +2 damage based on my strength, because my strength is a +2 modifier. So I can fire a bow of up to +2 strength to pull it back to get the extra damage.
So you won't hit anything still. That's cool. Go on.
Well, it's a masterwork, so it is +1 to hit.
Okay.
So that in itself cost $600. So that was basically the gold that we got directly from the Abadar folks. Then we were going to sell one of these scimitars, one of the +1 scimitars, which is worth 750 gold, to buy outright a new Cure Light Wounds wand of 50 charges. And then the final piece we want to buy for Anders, right?
Yep. A half plate armor, I believe.
You couldn't afford that full plate, eh?
Correct. This is better
Yeah.
value.
Yeah. So Anders has gone from 16 to 18 with his new armor.
The other nice thing with this armor is it's not interlocked chains, so when I vomit all over myself, it's much easier to clean off a plate compared to the workings of linked metal. Yes. Real time saver.
And we'll use some charges from the wand to heal people up.
So you're walking through the middle district. You guys have done some shopping, exchanged some copper into gold, and it is still early afternoon in the day. Really, it hasn't taken long to get to the point where you're at. And the whole time Akimbo has kind of been very quiet. And he chooses this time to kind of open up and say, "Mage with 10 men. That is more than us. Perhaps I should go to the compound and see if I can rally some more people. What is the plan? What are you thinking?"
I think this is the first great lead we've got on where the princess might be. I mean, we got a map that says at least one of these 4 places. So, we got a 1 in 4 chance of picking the right one. We have an idea of where we're going. We know how many people are going to be there. We know this mage is going to be dangerous. So, yeah, any help you can get.
How do we know that we're not going to be betrayed if we don't get there soon enough before they're warned?
I think this could happen anytime. We just have to do. But perhaps if you have friends from compound, maybe anybody who has a spell of silence would do quite well.
Yeah, do you got any anti-magic special fighters?
I will look around. It depends who is there. There is always a rotation of who is there at the compound.
Hey, Crick, do you think maybe the witch over there, would she have anything that might be helpful?
We could ask, I don't know. But where should we meet you, Akimbo?
Well, it depends. Like, are you guys ready to, move out right away, do you think? Or
Pretty much, unless we want to
are
get...
you guys...
We have no other time for this, so yes.
That patrol's coming.
Perhaps we should meet at a hideout. Which hideout do you want to go to first?
Well, I think this one with illusions is perhaps most likely with actual princess it, but do we want to clear out others first? I don't know. I think maybe best to get one we think princess at.
It increases the chance of them warning the hideout that has the princess, so I think we should go direct to the heart.
I agree, yes. So this, and I'm holding the map out, this one here I believe is best spot.
I will find you in this area. I will go to the compound and leave immediately with a group.
You don't want to go together?
It may take some time to gather the people. You can wait if you wish.
I don't understand what Akimbo's doing here. Why is he telling us to go by ourselves, to stand and wait?
You guys can do whatever you
He's going to
want.
sell us out.
Yeah.
See, this is the plan. He gets us to like him. We finally like him.
Yeah.
And then he sells us to the highest bidder.
Yeah.
I want to sense his motive. I rolled a 1.
Hell don't know. You have no reason to distrust Akimbo. You see that he wants to help. He's dressed up. And
Dressed up.
yeah.
Okay.
I think maybe, I don't know, Akimbo might be right. Maybe we can go scope out the area, because if we can get there and discern that there's nothing going on, or that they are there, then we can tell them if this is the place to go after or not.
Okay, perhaps we talk to a nice lady first, and then we go.
We can meet somewhere else if you wish.
No, this is fine. How far away is this compound or whatever? Or
Yeah,
this
how far away
spot on the
from
map?
It's the southern Ativan, and it's like about, let's say, a 4-hour travel from the witch's hut north.
Okay.
So 4 hours to travel, an hour to convince people, and then they gotta get ready. They gotta put their armor on. They gotta oil up their sword.
We can
Well, that was just it. It's like it's a long trek, and you guys can do whatever you want.
They're not gonna
You
get
can
there till
suspect Akimbo and shadow him and see where he goes.
No.
Or, like, you can literally do whatever you want.
they're not gonna get there till nightfall at the earliest.
But that might be the best time to strike.
So maybe we go there and we scope the place out, make sure they.
Well, you just know you have 1 day left, and you don't know how much is left in that day, really.
Yeah. Where are the other spots on the map in comparison with that one?
They're all closer, in a line, a couple hours closer.
Can we skirt by them and have a quick look on the way to the main one?
You could go through one and hit the main one, yeah. But if you were to split up to the other two on the
No.
left or the right, it would add a couple hours each way.
Right.
And we don't want to do that.
Well, let's hit one then.
The one on the way
Talk to the witch first, hit the one on the way, and then go.
to the main one,
Sure.
and wait for nightfall. Wait for nightfall, and then they'll show up hopefully with reinforcements.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's smart.
Don't forget, Akimbo, she has powerful magic from face, mouthing, and stuff, is what this mayor tells us. So, silent spell very good, or something of similar value.
So you make your way from the middle district through the slums on the way to the witch's house. As Akimbo makes his way to the Guardian compound to hopefully get some reinforcements, despite the suspicions of Anders and Crick.
Hey, I didn't even sense a motive. I should have.
You did.
No, I did.
Oh. So on the way to the witch's house, let's have everyone roll a perception.
17.
19.
10.
So with a 19, you once again notice the same thing. You are being followed. And you reach the witch's door. You open the door, and sitting at her little table is Esmeralia Defronia, with eyes missing from her sockets and bleeding down her cheeks. And we'll see you guys next time.
What?
What?
That's it.
What did you do?
You're not supposed to cliffhang us.
Oh my god.